Dota 2 has long been my favorite game, and since the International is the Super Bowl of Dota 2, naturally I followed this year's Dota 2 championship. However, aside from the fantastic gameplays and the attractive prize pool of $24 million, this year's championship was a little bit different because of an additional segment. It was the segment of computer versus professional human players. What makes the gameplay even more interesting is that this time, the computer was not given a set of instructions. It was legitimately playing by itself against a pro human player with the help of artificial intelligence. Since this touches two of my favorite topics in the world, Dota 2 and artificial intelligence, I thought it's very opportune for me to make a video about it. And also, since I just finished my 4-episode series on SpaceX, I thought why not also talk about other Elon Musk's ventures as a part of my even more ambitious Elon Musk series. So without further ado, I'm Lei. Let's start with the part 1 of OpenAI. Enjoy. The whole story started in 2015 when OpenAI was founded by the visionary entrepreneur Elon Musk. But the story of today started back on March 1st this year when the team at OpenAI started working on Dota 2 projects. At that time, Dota AI was still in its infancy and did not have a clue what was going on. As you can see in this video, all that the AI did was running around trying to hit each other on this simple isolated island. There were no items, nor were there any other variables like crypts or towers. Now fast forward to around 3 months later. On May 8th, Dota AI was tested against 1.5k MMR tester. MMR means matchmaking rating, which indicates the skill level of a player. The best human player currently has an MMR of around 10k. Dota AI lost to the tester at that time. However, just a month later, Dota AI improved and finally beat 1.5k MMR tester. Less than a month later, on the 30th June, Dota AI was already able to win most games against 3k MMR testers. Notice that the pace at which Dota AI improved was picking up. And barely 8 days later, on 8th July, Dota AI reached 7.5k MMR semi-pro level. To give my non-gamer audience a bit more perspective, most games have match rankings for its players' respective skill level. Dota 2, in particular, has very competitive rankings. Statistics based on 4.5 million players has shown that 99% of Dota 2 players are below 5.2 MMR. And more shockingly, only 83 people in the world has the MMR of above 7.5k. Yet the Dota AI achieved this ranking in less than 4 months. That is scary, or maybe impressive. As a longtime player myself with over 9 years of amateur experience, I'm only around 4,200 MMR. Anyways, after another month of training, on the 7th August, Dota AI proved itself and beat all the pro players in its way, including Pycat and Bleeds with almost perfect score. On the 9th August, it beats the legendary Arteezy, a 10k MMR top player with a score of 10-0. 1 day later, it beats the top 1v1 player Sumail with a score of 6-0, literally destroying every single one of the human pro players and leave them all flabbergasted. This graph shows how Dota AI's skill level improved throughout its lifetime of 5 months. It was steady but fast growth with jumps of improvements here and there, indicated by the steeper slopes that followed stagnant straight lines. It's very impressive how in 5 months' time, Dota AI was able to go from a very low foundation to having almost perfect score. So far, I have explained Dota AI's timeline of improvements, but not how it's improving, so here it is. It improves entirely by playing against itself, occasionally with the help of the researchers. This is also the scary part of artificial intelligence. The Dota AI was not given a single set of instructions like the computer before it. Instructions like starting laning at perhaps maybe minute 1, buy starting items of 3 iron branches, or every 2 minutes go check out the rune. This AI almost functions like a human baby, using trial and error to improve its skills. When I made my previous AI videos weeks ago, I found this Mario AI. It's quite an apt example to explain the mechanism behind Dota AI here. So what happened in Mario was basically that the Mario AI was given an objective, which is to improve its fitness level shown on the screen. Fitness is a function of how far Mario goes and how fast it reaches there. It's aware of all objects in the environment, it knows what buttons there are, but that's basically it. Because it was not given any instructions, it did not even know whether to move or not at generation 0 of the AI. But randomly, the AI decides to move forward, and once it finds out that its fitness level improved because of that, there's no going back. Eventually, it took the Mario AI 34 generations to finish the entire game. The same thing is happening to the Dota AI. Yearly changes are incremental and small, but once in a while, it makes huge improvements. For example, when AI starts to understand the need to last hit, or the time to cast a spell. Regardless, because of the theoretically infinite computer power, Dota AI improved much faster than a human player. It took a human player around 45 minutes to finish a game, while with enough computer power, the AI can play thousands of games simultaneously and thus improve much faster than a human. With all these technologies and resources behind the OpenAI team, it's truly very hard for the pro player Dendi to win on the 11th August livestream. So unsurprisingly, he had lost in a best-of-2 game. However, I noticed this moment during the match.
Look, he used it instantly. There's no time. Okay, I'm dead. Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, no, no, no! No!
He probably has some suspicions as to whether or not the AI is cheating, but using items instantly is not allowed by the AI. As shown on the OpenAI website, actions are chosen at a frequency comparable to humans, including moving to a location, attacking a unit, or using an item. Furthermore, this AI also sees whatever features humans see in an ordinary 1v1 match. Nothing more, nothing less. One interesting action I noticed during the match between OpenAI and RTZ is that the AI knows to plant a wall on the upper ground to gain more vision. This is definitely not something all-knowing AI would do. However, on the flip side, I also need to acknowledge that the Dota AI currently still needs improvement even in a 1v1 match. There is a good list of items and strategies prohibited currently.
The rules: Shadow Fiend, 1v1 mid. No bottle, no runes, no neutrals, no raindrops, no shrines, no soul ring. 2 kills or a tower, Dendi. That's not hard, right?
Players are not allowed to use a botto because the Dota AI is not complex enough to counter it. However, it's not to say that it can't beat the human player with a botto, which is ridiculous. It just needs more time. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun making this video, but this is just the part 1 of the OpenAI series. Beating a complex computer is just the first step for the company. OpenAI's ambition is far beyond that. Also, if you're interested in other Elon Musk's ventures like the SpaceX or Tesla, click on the playlist at the bottom right corner. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
From the dusty mesa